two thorns, as they say, hence the shirt. Um, yeah, you can tell when it's laundry day in our household when the Hawaiian shirts come out. So I'm here with two software developers. I've got Ari and Marco. Really, really, really excited about what we're gonna do tonight. So they have. I'll get them to introduce themselves properly in a little minute. I just want to wait until the first few comments come through. So we have three people watching. Guys, if you can see this and hear us clear, it would be great to if you just drop a comment, drop a like, and just let us know that you're able to see us, hear us, and everything like that. So yeah, and also I'm going to be sharing this with Marco's and Ari's communities. They're both based in Barcelona, one of my favorite cities. So if you could let us know where you're watching from in the world as well, that would be awesome. Ash and Trudy, thank you so much. We are visible and people are watching. Cool. Okay. So without further ado, I will pass across over to Ari and Marco. Ari, if you'd like to introduce yourself and tell us all about a little bit about you, that'd be great.
Sure. So my name is Ari. I co-founded Actorio with Marco a little over a year ago. We started as a arbitrage sellers. Very quickly, we discovered that we needed some software tools that were not available. And we developed Actorio in order to basically start selling, start doing online arbitrage for ourselves. And we started doing it rather successfully. And we very quickly realized that it's a piece of software that might be useful for other people. So long story short, we decided to productize the product, and we've started to market and sell it a little less than a year ago. And we've been pretty successful here in Europe. And we are just about to enter the UK market. And let me introduce my co-founder, Marco. Marco, take it away.
Oh, it's my turn now. Hello, everybody. I'm Marco, and I'm Italian. Sorry for my non-perfect English accent. I hope to make it a bit more clear during the presentation. So I'm Marco. I'm from Italy, but I currently live in Barcelona, Spain. I'm co-founder of Actorio. I used to be a full-time developer, programmer for quite some time in my past career life-oriented job. Then a few years ago, I discovered that Amazon is indeed an amazing opportunity for a lot of people, and I decided to give it a try. And that try turned into a real business after a very short time. And I was really more keen to experimenting things in the very beginning. So I think I was one of the very few people at that time. I'm talking about something like 4 years ago, trying to do some online arbitrage stuff in Spain. The online arbitrage business was definitely active in the US and UK already, but very few people, actually almost nobody, was currently doing that in Spain. So I really decided to experiment on a blue ocean market by myself. And that turned out very good because very little competition. All suppliers that were really eager to make huge discounts for online sellers. So that definitely turned into a very profitable business in a very short time. And as Ari mentioned, there was definitely also lack of tools and solutions for the European market because nobody was actually still selling. And that's the reason why we took our experience as sellers and we decided to craft it into a fully seller-oriented software solution that now is called Actorio. That was definitely a need in the market for European sellers. But we'll definitely give you more details about the software later on during the presentation. That was just about me.
Cool. Well, I don't think you need to apologize for your English accent, or otherwise my Italian isn't great, to be honest.
Could you tell that I'm Italian, to be honest?
I think it's
Okay,
got that little bit of edge. Cool. So yeah, guys, genuinely, I've been using this. Well, the team's been using this for a few days now, and we've basically switched from tactical arbitrage to this. The difference is, it's night and day. Like obviously we're going to do a bit of sourcing, and there will be an offer made at the end. Be great if you guys, there's a free trial and all the rest, if you want to try it. But really, it really is night and day in terms of, the feedback my team gave me was just the speed. It's literally like a scan of tactical arbitrage takes days, whereas this is done. Well, you'll see how fast it's done. And then the second thing, I think you put it quite well, Ari, yesterday, that with tactical arbitrage, you basically need like a team of people running it, and lots of different people. So I do have a team. If you don't have a team and you want something to kind of fill that gap alongside manual sourcing, I think it's a really, really good fit. Is that kind of how you guys started with it then, in terms of developing it and kind of growing it from there? Is that kind of how it's developed?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So the shortcomings that so it's very interesting for me, first of all, to hear what you're saying, because to be honest, I don't have that much experience with tactical arbitrage. Marco has a bit more. But definitely the problem that we had with tactical arbitrage is, first of all, you have to plan your scans in advance. If you forget to plan for it, then it's not going to be there. So you want to make sure that somebody in your team is responsible for that. And with Actorio, it's basically constantly refreshed and up to date. So that's a big advantage. The other advantage is tactical arbitrage is really written for the US. So it's just not built for the European marketplace. So in terms of taxes and stuff like that. And the accuracy of your costs, therefore, is, because what's important to you is you don't want to, you want to purchase as many items as possible. So you don't want to reject something because you're afraid that it's going to be on the margin. So because Actorio gives you an exact to the cent calculation of what you're going to get, you're much likely to make a purchase decision, where in tactical arbitrage you might reject a profitable item. Marco, did I miss anything?
That's crystal clear. That's why we built Actorio in the very first place, indeed.
I think if you've had experience, Marco, I mean, what would you say in terms of comparison with tactical arbitrage? Is there anything that you would add to that, or nothing like that?
I repeat, as Ari mentioned, I used tactical arbitrage in the very early stages, and definitely the main pain point for me was to constantly make researches on when a store was about to make offers, and plan the scan accordingly a few days in advance. And the problem is that if you configure it in the wrong way, or you type in the wrong category or whatever, your scan is compromised and you cannot use it. Then you have to redo it from scratch and wait a couple of more days in order to get the results, and probably the offer is already gone. So I wanted really something that was giving me results in the moment in which the offer was live and not later. And we started really with a very simple approach, and that scaled up to a fully working solution that many other sellers that can use. And we realized that we were having a very solid product because we received very positive feedback from people that were chasing for these last-minute offers, and they were available right away instead of planning them 2 days up front like before.
Marco, can you talk a little bit about the need to know or not know XPath and what that implies?
For tactical arbitrage, there is the opportunity to include the custom stores fundamentally by being programmers, because only a skilled programmer can actually do this kind of things by analyzing the pages in the very deep of the code and trying to figure out information out of the real code of the pages. That was definitely another reason for willing to build our own solution, because the stores that you don't have in tactical arbitrage, good luck in getting them to import. For European market, and especially for new markets like UK, for us, we are eager to collect customer feedback about which store they want to import. So we are going to do the hard job of writing the code to import these new stores. You just have to type in the suggestion. We are going to evaluate the mechanical analysis of the website, and we are going to take care of all these coding and stuff that is definitely a showstopper for a lot of users on tactical arbitrage, of course.
Yeah, I think, guys, what the real opportunity is for anyone watching this is the opportunity to be an early adopter. So Ari and Marco are very, very available in terms of like messages on Facebook. They have a very active Facebook group. We'll share that as well. I'll share it now, actually. So really, if you've got a really kind of obscure store, you can message them, have that added to Victorio, and then, yeah, you're able to scan it very, very quickly. So that sort of community isn't available with tactical arbitrage. Yeah, if you want something added, it's either a yes or no. And currently, I'm not selling in the States, but tactical arbitrage is a US piece of software. So, yeah, is that kind of fair to say, guys, that you guys are quite keen to develop this and build out the UK marketplace?
Absolutely, yes.
Absolutely. We are very much Europe-based. When I mean Europe, I include the UK. So today we're going to concentrate on the UK marketplace, but of course, if anybody's interested to expand into the European marketplace, there are loads of advantages for that as well. So we might want to talk about that towards the end.
Yeah, just to add on this, we currently have, I just pulled the data from our database, we currently have 275 stores, suppliers all over Europe, just to give you some numbers. And the vast majority is in Spain, because most of our customers are definitely based in Spain. So we want to catch up with the UK and add a lot more stores, depending on the users' requests, of course.
Cool. Well, I think without any further ado, we will pass across to Ari, and Ari's going to do some basically sourcing. So we're going to use Argos, I think. Yep. We'll run a scan on Argos, and we'll look at a few products and you can kind of show a few features and benefits of that. Ari, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Cool.
Okay, so this is basically our software. First glance, there should be nothing really special here. You'd have the usual filters. So, but what I'm going to do is actually run a first search without any filters. So forget about the price, forget about anything. We're just going to do a search. So this is the result of my first search. And let's see. Okay, it looks like we have a hit here. We have product, and the first thing that we have to do is as online arbitrage is compare the images, right? Anybody that's been any time in online arbitrage know that the first thing you have to do is compare the images. So here we have the two images. It looks like it's the same product. I can confirm with the title that indeed it's the same product. And then we can take a look at, of course, the Amazon price, the supplier price, the FBA sellers, and the unit profit. Now, I see that this might maybe not be a product that I want to start off with. The reason being is just it's too expensive, right? So if I need to purchase, if I can indeed make 294 euros, but I would have to spend 859 euros per unit. So that might be a bit steep. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go into the supplier filters and I'm going to cap the price of the product at, say, 99 euros. And while I'm here, I am going to add a few more filters. So on the Amazon filters, I'm going to put the minimum Amazon price at 10, because it's going to be, might be a little bit difficult to make money on Amazon if you sell less than 10. At the unit profit, and this is one of the powerful advantages of Octorio, this is the exact unit profit to the cent, after taking into account the price of the product and all of the Amazon fees. And this gives you a very exact calculation. ROI is the return on investment. If you are familiar with selling online, that is a very important tool. I'm going to put that at minimum of 30. Profit per month, I'm going to put it at 100. And I'm going to run a search. Now the search takes a few seconds. Obviously, it's running through 275 stores, 15 million products. So it takes a while, although I'm just going to do a search on Argos today. And after a while, I will already for that to settle down a bit. Yeah, so okay, so great. So I'm going to scroll down. I have a few false positives. We can talk later on about what that means, but let's look for a good match for our product. Okay, here is a scanner. This looks like a match on Argos. The image on Argos is the same as the image over here. And I can see the price in all of the marketplaces, including in the UK. So here I see the UK, it's not profitable. So let's keep on going to find a product that is profitable in the UK. Here we go, printers. Great. So we have a printer over here, and I can see that the price of the printer is $79.99, and I can sell it in the UK for 132. And I can see, first of all, obviously the images match, and I can see the unit profit actually in the UK is £17, which is pretty nice. And if I click on here, I can see the exact breakdown, including Amazon fees, referral fees, variable closing fees. So all of the Amazon fees, exactly where that goes, and the net profit for that product. Now, what the other thing that I see here is I see the monthly sales. Now, this is a little bit of our secret sauce in order to figure out how many sales, because of course it doesn't make you any good that you have margin if you don't have sales volume. But here we have a pretty good accurate. This is something we've been refining over the past 2 years, ever since we started using it, to really predict very accurately how many sales we're going to make. And we found we're very proud of this, and it's actually extremely reliable. That doesn't mean that you still don't have to look at the keeper graph, which I don't know if Lloyd or Luke goes through that. I'm sure they go through all of that during the training. We'll take a look at that, but we won't have time, unfortunately, to get in that today. But as we can see, this seems like a pretty good product. And if I take a look at the total of the sales for the entire European marketplace, that's 2,231. So that's not bad. Obviously, if I'm only selling in the UK, then I might not be interested in all of the other marketplaces. So what I'm going to do is I am going to, in the settings, go ahead and hide all of the non-UK stores. All right, my computer is a bit slow. Okay. Let's go back to that product. Okay, and I'm going to take a quick break to see if there's any comments. Okay. Great. Okay, so I see that this product has a total potential product of 400 euros per month, which is not bad for one product. So here's another product. Seems pretty good. Again, this is a Pixma TS. And yeah, seems like it's another match. And if I sum up all of these products, then I can get a pretty good profit just off one store. And as we mentioned, we have a few hundred stores available. Okay, I think there's a lot more to get into. I don't want to overwhelm it, so I want to turn it over to some questions. And yes, Lloyd, go ahead. Oh, I don't hear you. Lloyd, I don't hear you.
Oh, it helps if I unmute myself, doesn't it? It does help. Yeah, if there's any questions, just technical or how kind of works out monthly profit, monthly sales, ask away, because these guys have literally designed this from scratch. So yeah, ask away. We've got 11, 12 people watching. So if you've got any questions, so let's have a look here. So question from someone: how many stores are there currently in the UK? Great question. So that is from Ash Garbett. Good man yourself. So I think in terms of the list that we go off, there's at least 200 stores in the UK for online arbitrage. There'll be big ones like Tesco's, Argos, Look Fantastic, all that type of stuff. It's kind of the well-known ones, and then there's less well-known ones as well. So the interesting thing with this software is, the reason why we've got these guys on is we are running a wholesale month as well. This software can be used for wholesale as well. So we'll come on to that in a moment. So Ari, in terms of stores in the UK, we have about 200 that I haven't sourced in a while, to be honest. But yeah, we've got a list with about 200 on there. Do you have a kind of a better idea than that, or yeah, what are your kind of thoughts on how many stores there are?
Well, as we mentioned at the beginning, at the moment we have about I don't know, 30, 40 stores. I haven't counted exactly, but it's really on request. So from one day to the next, we can pretty much add the stores as we wish. Yeah, Lloyd, maybe you could add in Marco.
Yeah, sure. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll need his.
Yeah, amateur hour here. So yeah, over to you, Marco.
Hello again.
Yes, Marco, did you want to add anything?
Yeah, so on our website, there is a fantastic page listing all the suppliers that we are currently connected to, filtered by country. So if you want to check the current available suppliers in UK, you have a wonderful list that is pulled to your convenience.
Yeah, let me add that to the public chat.
So at the moment, I can see that we have 23 stores available in UK already loaded into Actorio. A mix of wholesalers and retailers. That's what we
Lloyd,
already
can
have,
you,
and is already available on Octorio.
Lloyd, I sent you the link on the host chat, so you can add that to the public
Yeah,
chat.
sure. Can you? Oh, you maybe can't. Yeah, it's fine. I can do that. It's not letting me copy and paste. It's not letting me copy and paste that, but okay. I'll post this in the group chat in a moment. Just need to find that.
Anyway, if you
guys,
see
yeah.
my screen, it's on my screen, so you can see it over there. Over here, there's a nifty little widget over here. If you go to the UK, you'll see a list of all of the shops that are available.
Yeah. So guys, basically the way this works is if you have a store that you want to be scanned, bang it over to Ari and Marco, and then they'll add it. They've only got 20 or 30 stores at the moment because that's all they've had requested. So yeah, literally this is very early adopter type stuff. So if you want to get involved, get involved. There's a price. There's a question about price. So I'll drop a link to that now as well. Guys, if you want to cover the prices for this and how it works.
Yes. So at the moment for the UK, the price is unfortunately all our prices are in euros, but it's 97 euros for the entire. We recently changed our pricing, so it's 97 euros for the entire all of the shops in the UK, constantly adding more. And if you join through Lloyd's link, then you get an extra 5% discount on that.
Just share that with you now. So yeah, it's basically a 2-week free trial. It should be 97 yo-yos, which is 83.34. So another 5% off that. So yeah, it's about 78, 79 pounds. 2-week free trial. Share this now. So yeah, to copy, go share that. So how much is this software? So that's that covered. So kind of on that question, well, there's a question above that. So we'll come back to that in a moment. So in terms of this question from Andrea. Andrea is based somewhere in Spain. I'm not sure where you're based, Andrea, so forgive me. Hola, Andrea. So yeah, do we have access to all the markets? So can you answer that? How that works?
Sure. So if you can show my screen, we have basically the standard, the full, and the VIP plans. The full plan will give you actually access to all of the European marketplaces at the cost at the. So we have monthly and yearly. So at the, I'm going to switch to the monthly costs. So that's 197 euros per month, and that gives you all of the European marketplaces. Yeah.
So yeah, less 5% as well. So just hide.
Less 5%. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, if I might add on this, because the question is actually ambiguous. So there is a distinction between purchasing, so suppliers, and Amazon marketplaces. So the software gives you access to all prices on all Amazon marketplaces. But the pricing plan refers to the supplier country. So if you pay for the single country, you get access to all the suppliers from that country. But the software will show you values from Amazon from all European marketplaces. There is no limitation. There is no distinction. So if you buy in the UK and you want to sell all over Europe, you can.
Yeah.
So let
really,
me just
those rowing machines or those printers, you'll see the charts for the rest of Europe, but you won't be able to. I don't know what the Spanish equivalent of Argos is, but you won't have access to that, basically.
Yeah. If you could, Lloyd, if you can quickly put back on my screen, I'll. I think it's the best, easiest way to clarify. So if I select only, say, Spain, right? So if I have the basic plan and I selected Spain as my country, but on the basic plan you select which country you want to go to. Let's say I only have Spain. Okay, so I can obviously select all of the stores. In Spain, we have I think the largest number of stores at the moment. Okay, I'm just going to select them all. Or actually, let's just say El Corte Inglés, because everybody knows El Corte Inglés. Yes. Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and do a search. What you will see on the results is, obviously I have to change my options because I selected to see results from only the UK. And let's wait a few seconds until it refreshes. Basically, what you'll see is you'll be able to see the sourcing in Spain, but selling all over Europe, right? Because when you, I'm just going to turn this back on again. Yes, great. I'm actually going to turn UK off here because maybe if you're selling in Spain, just for example, you might not be interested to also sell in the UK because of Brexit. I'm going to close this window. And what I will see is let's take a look at maybe a nice product to sell. Here's a Fitbit. That's always a good product. What I will see is how much I can make from, and of course, depending on what program I'm in. For instance, if you're a pan-EU, you can set that in the settings, so you will know your costs if you're pan-EU. If you're not pan-EU, for people who don't know, that means pan-European. It means you're enrolled in the program that enables you to store and sell products throughout Europe. This requires for you to declare VAT. It might be complicated, very, very worthwhile. But if you're a pan-EU, then the calculation will be done for pan-EU. If you're not pan-EU, if you're only FN, that's fine too. You'll still make money. And there's absolutely no cost on Amazon, actually, to publish in all of the European marketplace. So you should absolutely do that. So you can source in Spain and sell in Germany, France, and this is actually what we're doing in our online arbitrage business. We source in Spain and we sell throughout Europe. Okay, back to you, Lloyd.
Yeah, so let's just go through the rest. I think that answers that question pretty well. Just hide this again. Bring back Marco as well. So yes, that's right, Andrea. You're based in the UK at the moment. We're planning to move back to Portugal and build Spanish Amazon Empire. So yeah, I'm just going to pull up a few questions. I think it's also really interesting as well that what you guys are doing in Barcelona with the meetups that you've organized. We had a meetup a few weeks ago in Birmingham. Really gave me a lot of energy. It was just great meeting people finally that you've been sort of working with for a couple of years. Just really, really interesting. Just meeting other people and seeing how they work and their view on things, and I assume it's something similar in Barcelona.
Yeah, exactly. No, we love our meetups. I enjoy them so much, and the truth is, when you hear what people are saying and the ideas that people have, it's very motivating.
Yeah, let's talk a bit more about our community. So we are not only Amazon oriented. So our community in Barcelona, the physical meetup, is collecting people from every e-commerce reality. Shopify, dropshippers, private label, Amazon specialist, eBayers. We got people from Etsy. We had a guy from Etsy that is making really thousands of euros selling decorations. So definitely we incorporate a lot of people, and we have a huge
It's
mix.
a digital product, he's saying, right? He's selling
He's selling digital prints, indeed.
Yeah.
So we love to stay connected with other sellers and with other e-commerce specialists in the market.
It's so important because I mean it's very easy just to get stuck behind the laptop, and yeah, just kind of do the ostrich, stick your head in the sand and get the blinkers on. But really meeting other people and yeah, networking, it's just so powerful. You really do come up with so many new ideas. I remember meeting up with a girl called Lindsay before COVID. We just started on Etsy, and yeah, she was selling earrings. Yeah, it was earrings, handmade earrings. And yeah, I'm not into my jewelry at all, but it was like, geez, she was making some serious money on Etsy selling jewelry. So yeah, yeah, the community side of things is just massive as well. But let's get back through some questions. So this is from, I'll look up who it's from. So can you search all the stores in the software in one search, or can you only do one store at a time? So
Okay.
yeah, it's probably you want to bring the stream up again if you want to do that.
Bring up the
Okay.
stream again. I
Hi.
love. I swear to God, I did not plant that question. But yes, thank you for asking. Okay, so what basically you do when you choose the stores, you can select. You can select either all the stores, or you can select specific stores. And I can just click 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5 stores, and just search these stores. So I have 6 selected stores, and I can search these stores. If I am multiple countries, I can do the same thing for multiple countries. I hope that answers the question. Back to you, Lloyd.
Oops. Yep, that's from a good friend of mine, Donal, who has another question in regards to items when they're out of stock. So how does this software deal with that?
So if it's out of stock, it shouldn't appear. Now, since there is a refresh cycle, you might have a bit of bad luck and have an item that's out of stock, but you can immediately, if you click on the link here, because there's a link directly from the software to the shop, then you'll immediately find out if it's out of stock or not. So if I click here, you don't see my screen anyway. So obviously there's direct.
Yeah, we can see it. Yeah, we can still
You
see
can
it.
see that. Okay, so I click directly on that. So in general, if it's out of stock at the moment of the scan, it shouldn't appear here.
Cool.
If it just happens to run out of stock between the scan and when you're looking at it, then obviously when you go to the store, you'll immediately find out.
Cool. So I assume that's from Donal again. Yeah, Donal, good man. Yeah, that's one of the downsides of Source Mogul, as is the displaying of out of stock items. So yeah, covers that. Okay, next question. I think that's from Damon. Does this work in America?
That's a great question. At the moment, we haven't added any stores in America, but we're basically looking for an excuse to start running in the US. It requires a little bit of heavy lifting on our side, but we hope to, at a certain point, add the US marketplace. Unfortunately, I can't provide you with a timeline.
Yeah. Well, I think, if someone gets involved and wants to sign up and you want to add America, then go for it. But at the moment, they just don't have anyone selling in America. So yeah.
But definitely let us know. You can contact us directly, or you can contact us through Lloyd. And if you have stores in America and suppliers in America, we will be happy to work on it, and we'll just have to figure out what's the timeline for that. Marco, do you have anything to add?
Oh, the software is, let's say, highly configurable. So the only reason why we are not in the US is because in order to enter the US market, you need to work with a lot of suppliers. So we would like first to conquer Europe and to be considered the best sourcing software in Europe. And when definitely we have an established position here, the idea is to expand to the US market. So from a technical reason, there's nothing that is preventing us to work with the US suppliers. It's just a matter of business strategy.
Cool. Yeah, so comment from Calvo, American.
I'm sorry, who's asking the question about about America?
That would be Eamon. Yeah,
Eamon.
Eamon was on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So yeah, I think Eamon is. I don't know. I'm not sure if he is. Are you set up in America, Eamon? Are you live? I know Luke and Thomas and a few other people are, but and I know you were going through that process, Eamon. So yeah, so America, Canada, Mexico would be amazing. Yeah, I think like obviously it's massive over there. The list of stores is endless nearly. But yeah, if it's not a technical thing, it's just haven't got around to doing it. Like this is early adoption, guys. This literally is getting in at just after, I don't know what the technical term is, but not beta, but after that process, this is getting in when it's live, when there's very few adopters, and getting in before everyone else. I think what you mentioned, Marco, the other day with your team. So yesterday you mentioned something like you've been through like 100 stores in like, was it something crazy, like a month or 6 weeks or something like that?
No, at the moment. So with fully trained virtual assistants that are focused on using only our software, we managed to scan and to find products from 100 stores in less than 2 weeks. So we complete a full review cycle of 100 stores in less than 2 weeks in this period. On top of that, we have also one purchasing manager to manage all the purchases from these stores. But from a sourcing point of view, so scanning and reviewing products, 2 people, 2 virtual assistants full time, 2 weeks, 100 stores. That's our current result.
Well, my team are going to have a very busy next few weeks. I can tell you that. So yeah, get ready, guys. Get the coffee on and let's go. And there's no better time to get going because it's Q4 next week. Start of Q4, Friday 1st next week. So yeah, if you want to get involved, I'll post that link as well. The price that I've mentioned there, the 83.34, that's without the discount. So my miles isn't great. 83.34 times 5. Yeah, 79.17. So 79.17 for one country, and then if you want to conquer Europe, yeah, you can really go for it as well. So just to clarify, with that, you'll have access to all the European charts. It's just the stores. So if you're just buying in the UK, I assume, yeah, that's what we've got. That UK only will cover that for you. But if you want access to be able to buy stuff in Spain or France or Germany, and you want all those stores, that's what the higher levels for.
Yeah. If I may add something on this, so we also have a VIP plan that is oriented towards customers that are willing to link their own private pricings with their suppliers. So if you have a supplier and you have some special discounts conditions and you have really special pricing, we have a dedicated plan for such kind of integration. So you can import all your private catalogs for your eyes only with your private discounts. We can have them imported into Actorio for you to evaluate. This is definitely an advanced solution that we have to discuss face-to-face in general, but definitely we can offer this option as well to work with the dedicated suppliers with the private offers, let's say.
Yeah. And the other thing we haven't really had a chance to touch on is that side of it. So wholesale, how this would work for wholesale. Yeah, Eamon McCaffrey knows all my wholesale suppliers anyway, so I don't want to share it with the rest of the world. I've still got a couple that I'm keeping close to my chest. So can you talk through a little bit, Ari, on what the wholesale looks like? And just dip out.
So wholesale. So I'd say let's put it this way: if the catalog is online and we can scan it, all we need is your username and password, which we'll supply through the software, and we scan it just like anything else. Now, if for some reason your wholesaler doesn't have an online, that's fine too. You just send it to us and we'll incorporate it. Very soon we'll have a front-facing user interface to do that, but at the moment you just sent the catalog to us and we will integrate it into your front interface. Marco, do you have anything to add?
Oh, okay, I'm here. So just to add something, so there are different kind of wholesale integrations that we take care of. The easiest one is when the prices and the catalog is accessible from anybody, and that's easy peasy for us. We can do it in few hours, and the catalog is immediately pulled into Actorio with no problem. The other kind of integration that we take care is indeed catalog uploads. We are working on a fully automated solution. At the moment, we offer this service via request. So you send us the request and we upload the catalog for you. And the third kind of integration is when you have really a dedicated password-protected portal for your wholesaler that is definitely not open to the public. So for that, we need a custom dedicated integration in which we are going to store and safely log in with the username and password that you provide. That's definitely an advanced solution for really professional sellers, but that's definitely an option too. So if you have a password-protected website and you want to have access to that catalog and scan it through Actorio, that's definitely an option for us. And we have got plenty of these options. And most of our advanced clients, they are requesting this kind of service.
And that's part of the VIP plan, correct?
That's part of the VIP plan, the custom integration, yes.
Correct, okay.
Awesome. There's a few more questions. I'm just conscious with time, guys, but I do want to end this on time. Yeah, and Ari and Marco are part of the iGen group, and I've also posted their group as well, so you can get involved there. There's a few other questions. If buying in Europe, remember the EU EORI number. Of course, thank you to whoever that was. Yeah, good man, Kelvo. Okay. Another question from Donald. Can you upload CSV or TSV files for scanning?
So at the moment, yes. It works through email, and very soon we'll have a front-facing user interface for that.
Cool. Okay, last option sounds perfect. Wholesale, not sure who that is. Cool. Well, if there's any more questions, guys, pop them below. We'll wrap this up in 5-6 minutes. No worries. So yeah, like it's been great the past few days. The team are absolutely buzzing because I mean the main difference, the main kind of immediate difference is just time. It's literally done instantaneously, whereas tactical arbitrage, you'll get a text message to say it's done after like a day or that type of stuff. And yeah, very, very simple to use. Even I can use it. I know I'm not great technically. Very, very simple, straightforward. So if you want to get involved, you've got a 2-week free trial, go for it. And if you want to add some stores, yeah, Ari and Marco are available. Cool. So let's run through if there's any more questions. Is there anything else, guys, that we haven't covered that you'd like to make sure that everyone's aware of or anything like that?
No, I think we covered everything. We're going to be in the group, so if you have any question for me or Marco, just tag us in the group, and we'll answer directly.
Awesome.
One more thing, since you asked. So the software that Ari showed was having all the calculation in euro, but we actually support something like 4 or 5 currencies all over Europe, including, of course, British pound. So all the calculation for the profit that you see can be definitely turned into one of these currencies, and the software will take care of the calculation for the currency conversion, given the current currency conversion that is available.
Yes, my bad for not doing this. If you can show my screen, I can show the settings. Actually, maybe we could just quickly go through the settings screen, because that's rather interesting, because it really will show you how you can customize Octorio to your specific country needs. Obviously, you can change the currency to pound sterling, and as I mentioned before, you can do fulfillment by. Actually, no, I didn't talk about this. The fulfillment time, if you do fulfillment by FBA or if you're doing fulfillment by merchant. Pan EU is what we talked about. That's definitely something you want to do when you reach a certain size, because that enables you to save a boatload. That's a technical term, a boatload of money on FBA fees. So if you do have Pan EU, definitely turn it on. And if you are exempt from VAT. There's a whole bunch of other further integrations, which is if you want to get better integration with Amazon. I don't want to get into that right now. But the main thing that we talked about here is the currency, which you can turn into pound sterling. Once you get that, you go back in and you'll see all the prices in your local currency.
Cool. Yeah. So that's everything kind of covered, guys. Yeah, we're using it, and it's been great for us for the past few days. So we were using tactical arbitrage. I'll stop using this. So it's awesome. Just a little bit of kind of housekeeping. Next week, as part of kind of the end of the wholesale month type theme we've had this month, we're going to have Johnny Smith on to talk to us about wholesale and his journey and his warehouse and some maybe top tips as well. So really looking forward to that. I've had a really busy day. One of the really kind of enjoyable bits was organizing a Christmas, December get together. Haven't confirmed anything just yet, but it's going to be pretty cool. Venue's awesome. Maybe not for some people, but yeah, that will become clear. And yeah, just really looking forward to organizing that. So we'll announce that soon, because people need to book time off and all that type of stuff in December. So it will be open to everyone. We'll open up to clients first, just so they can get booked in first, and yeah, then we'll open up to everyone else who wants to come down and network and yeah, have a bit of turkey. So that's everything from me. Just really excited to share this with everyone. It's been awesome for us. Marco and Ari, if you'd like to say a few words, goodbye, and all that type of stuff, that'd be great.
Oh, thank you very much. It's been really exciting. It's been great to talk to your community. Seems like you have a vibrant and active community that really know what they're doing. So that's looking forward to working with you.
Yep.
Awesome.
Absolutely agree.
Cool. Well, guys, if there's anything else, or if you're watching this on a replay, do not hesitate to drop a message. Don't be backward about coming forward, as they say. So yeah, drop a message and get involved. So guys, there's nothing else. Have a good evening. Stay cool.
Bye.